A very good morning and welcome to yet another session of Patterns of Influence. And I'm your instructor Hugo Tan. And if you have reached this video, it only means that you have been picking up tools from the toolbox of NLP. You have been learning about different mental states, you have been learning about how to build rapport, you have been learning about the key factors of influence, and you have been trying to use these tools outside in your workshop to actually build something in your life. You could be trying to apply it in day-to-day conversations. You have been trying to apply it in your own business strategy. You have been applying it in your relationships. And I hope that you keep on practicing, because practice makes it better. It makes you internalize the ideas and strategies of NLP. So this week I would like to talk about something that is very personal to many of us. In fact, to all of us. Since we have been talking about the locus of control, of having an external or internal locus of control, I would like to talk about what is the one thing that stops people in the tracks from actually applying this knowledge. It's the same thing that stops people from doing many things, and it is the emotions. You see, a lot of us, every single day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to work, to the moment you come back home, every single moment is filled with different emotions. True. Some people, when they wake up in the morning, they feel very depressed. Why do I still need to go to work? I don't want to see the person's face, right? So they are very depressed, right? There could be many other emotions. They could feel sad. They could feel fear. I need to do a presentation on that day. They could feel doubt. I don't know if I actually got into the right business or in the right career. So throughout your day, there are a lot of emotions that clouds our mind. And guess what? Emotions influences our state. And our state influences our behavior. So our state influences our behavior. And therefore, when we learn about NLP, we want to learn how is it that we can manage our emotions. And if the emotions is not resourceful, for example, many times our emotions that I've written over here, they are not productive. They are unresourceful to whatever that you want to do. If that is the case, then you must find and learn the strategies to overcome your depression or fear or doubt. And as we go on, you will learn about this. And if the emotions that you feel that is more resourceful as in they are productive to achieve what you want to do. Emotions like excitement, your excitement, whether you are feeling happy, whether you're feeling positive, whether you're feeling very energized, all these are possible good emotions that put you in a very positive state that influences your behavior. Just think about this. If every morning when you wake up in the morning, if you are not looking forward to go to work, you see people that are in the wrong line of work, they are not inspired, they are just dragging their feet to work. How do you think they will behave if that is what they feel? Obviously, they won't be performing at their best, isn't it so? Why is that so? Because first comes feeling, second comes our behavior. If we can change our feelings, then we can change our behavior. So these are some of the states that we are looking at. Okay. As we have heard and seen in locus of control, we are talking about events and circumstances in our life, right? So I would like to give you this formula. E stands for our events. Events in our life, it could be positive, it can be negative. But most of the time, whatever that happened already happened. At that moment, is not within our control. It's like the sailor cannot control the wind, right? But what they can do is they can control and steer the ship. So here is what happens. Many people believe that because certain events happen, for example, Let's say I'm not born in a rich family, and therefore my outcome is I'm not rich. I'm born in a poor family, therefore I'm rich. I didn't pass the exam, therefore I'm a failure. So people like to make such connection where just because a certain event happened and therefore that is their outcome. As you can see, that is a very external locus of control mindset. So the mindset you want to adopt is whatever that happens over here, the events that happen, you can choose the response that you feel is most productive. The most productive that makes you want to take action, that allows you to better your circumstances. So remember, whatever that happens in your life is an event. Whatever that you do is your response, and that will determine your. Welcome back. Let's look at this formula again, right? So our events plus our response equals to our outcome. I would like you to look around at your workplace or even in your family. Have you ever met someone when things doesn't go their way, the events is negative for them, they straight away lose their minds, right? They begin to shout at other people, they get all fired up, they get so angry, they start to curse, they will say things like, how do you drive? Are you blind? They begin to throw things. Have you met people like that? I'm sure you have. And have you also met people that when things doesn't go well in their life, you can see the sparkle in their eyes are gone. They droop their head, they slouch, they feel not energetic at all. They feel so demoralized. Have you also seen people like that? So as you can see, many events could have happened to people. And the same event could trigger a different response from different people. Are everyone responds the same? Of course not. Some people get angry, some people get depressed, some people get demoralized, and surprisingly, some people get motivated. You know, when things doesn't go right in their life, they feel more focused, they pay more attention, they feel more alert, they feel like, yes, this is a challenge, I must overcome them. So what is it that differentiates the response in so many people? Why is it that the same event can trigger a different response? And the answer is, most of our responses, unless it is well trained or well intended or carefully crafted, most of them are simply conditioned response that we learn from our youth. Perhaps we pick it up from our parents, perhaps we pick it up from our friends, perhaps we pick it up from our culture. And all these responses are simply conditioned into us. And if you have reached this video, you have learned whatever that is conditioned in you can be reconditioned. Whatever that you have learned, behaviors are learned, habits are learned. Whatever that are learned can be unlearned, and you can relearn. And that's the reason why this formula, albeit a bit simple, but it's very meaningful. Because what happens to our life is external. How we respond to it is up to us. And that will determine the outcome that we experience, the quality of life that we enjoy. Is up to how we respond to it. Okay, I would like to sum up this week with a lot of people are having a lot of challenges in life and they feel very depressed. And for this month is actually the mental health month. I would like to offer a couple of suggestions, right? So here are a few things that you can consider adopting into your habits, because as we've just mentioned, everything can be conditioned. And if you have bad responses that you don't desire, you can simply drop them. One of the best things you can learn is to actually actually take on breathing classes or breathing exercises or take on yoga or Tai Chi, where you learn different deep breathing, shallow breathing, different nostril breathing methods that can help you to actually calm down. Do you know one of the reasons why smokers enjoy smoking? Because they feel like when they inhale and exhale, they feel relief. It's the same effect with deep breathing. So first thing is, whenever you feel stressed or depressed, don't let your body language be the body language of a defeated person, where you're slouching, when you're drooping your eyes, where you're holding your head, where you're sitting down, where you're crawling. Don't give yourself the opportunity to adopt a defeated body language. When you feel defeated, when you feel sad, chest out, stand tall, look up. I guarantee you, it's very hard to feel sad if your body language is one of confidence, if your body language is positive, if your body language is strong and mighty. You can't even cry in that position. Secondly, your body language. Don't let yourself dwell in negative feelings, negative emotions. If you look at the way you move, the way you walk, when you are sad, when you're depressed, it's a lot different when you are happy and joyful, true. And that's the reason why when you are sad, adopt body language of confidence, of power, of might. So secondly, take note of your body language. Thirdly, this is something that you can start on your own. Maybe you can use an app in your phone, but it would be much better if you consider having a notebook where you actually start writing down things that you have gratitude about. So you write it every morning. You write it every night before you go to sleep. So every morning when you wake up, you write down things that you're grateful for. And if possible, day after day, you write new things or something different. Maybe you are thankful that you are alive, that you are thankful that you have a job and a shelter, you are thankful for your family. If you can describe it in detail, it would have even greater impact. Meditate on it, right? Meditate on the feeling of gratitude. Visualize things that you are thankful about. What you think about and thank about, you ultimately bring about. Let that possess your mind, right? So start your day with gratitude and end your day with gratitude. What is it that you are thankful for throughout the day? Despite all the bad things that could happen, what are the good and positive and happy things that have happened in your day, right? You take note of them. When you do that, you are training your mind to take notice of things to be thankful for, to take notice of things that are positive, to take notice of things that are actually good in your life. The reason why many people are sad and depressed throughout their day is mainly because they pay attention to things that are sad and depressed. If you have time and energy to pay attention to negative emotions, you too can train yourself to find the time to look for the good in things, to look for the blessings, to look for the great things, the opportunities that are available to you every single day. So, learn how to breathe, take on a positive, commanding body language, and thirdly, start a gratitude journal. With this, I wish you the best of the week, and to actually recap and relook at the videos that we have shared before this, soon we are going to send you yet another set of books that you can read. So do study well, and most importantly, go out there and try it. With this, God bless and take care.